Hey Flosstube, it's Bree here with brees.stitching.stuff and welcome to my channel. It's September 25th, 2020 and this is episode 21. So welcome to my home and thank you for coming back to my video. If you are a returner, thank you so much for your continued support, your comments, your likes, and letting me follow you over on Instagram. It's been really fun connecting people that comment on my videos to the people over on Instagram as well. I love it, so keep it up. Keep asking me to be your friend over there because I love being able to connect with each and every one of you. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you get some inspiration and maybe a smile for the evening. And who knows, maybe I'll see you again next time, so thank you. We are just going to be talking about cross stitch tonight, you guys. And I got some finishes, some haul, and plans. And I'm super excited to be able to do this video. If you notice a scenery change, it's because I have the night off from my family. It's amazing. I know it sounds horrible, but sometimes you just need a night off alone, and I got it tonight. My husband is over at one of his friend's house. They're watching the White Sox game. I think they're playing the Cubs tonight. Not really sure. I'm not a baseball fan. That's why he's at his friend's house watching it. And all the kids are busy doing their own thing tonight. So I got a little bit of time by myself and I thought I'd make a video in the living room so I could sit on the couch instead of on the floor. So, and talk about cross stitch. I mean, what a better night than that, you know? Life updates, nothing's new. We're still trucking along at school, doing the e-learning and just enjoying each other and spending all this quality time together. It's been wonderful. The weather here in Illinois has been really nice. We've been able to be outside. We did some yard work, move some stuff around outside. It's been really good. So I'm loving the fall weather that we got going on. Fingers crossed we get a long fall this year. You never know. You never know. So I hope you guys are all doing well and able to be spending lots of great time with your family and friends and getting outside and getting some fresh air if you can. So let's go ahead and get started on the cross stitch. So let's start with my FFOs because I have 3 FFOs this week. Yeah, like who am I? What happened? Why am I actually finishing stuff? I don't know, but it's wonderful and I'll take it. And I'll be happy about it because I don't think after this I'll have very many FFOs for quite some time, and I'll explain that to you guys when we get to my plans. So the first one we have going on is Serena from Lila's Studio. I've been working on this one for quite some time now. I'm doing it on I did it on a 32 count that I dyed myself, and then I pulled all my own colors that I tried to match to the picture as best as I could. This was a stash buster for me, and I really enjoyed stitching it. I did take out these fish here and the waves. To be honest, I was kind of done stitching it, and I had an idea for my finishing, so I just decided not to take any of that in, and I think it's just fantastic the way it is. So here she is. I love it. So I finished her in a little drawstring bag. If you follow me over on Instagram, you saw me post a picture of it the other night. It's lined, has some backing fabric, and I just have a couple sprigs of artificial greenery that I put in it and just hang it up on my wall. But there she is. I added, the pattern calls for beads, so I put in some beads where it said, and I really like it. I'm really, really happy with my finish, and I'm even more happy to be done with stitching it because I like that I can look at it now every day. I put it in my mudroom so I can see it when I come in every single day. So yeah, she's pretty. I'm excited. And then my next one is The Witch's Brew, and this is by Brenda Gervais. This was a super fast stitch. I started it and I finished it within 3 days. I loved stitching her. She is fantastic. I use my own floss. I use Weeks Dye Works and DMC. I tried to match the colors as best as I could. I just did my own version. And here she is. I love her. Oh, she turned out so good. So I did 2 strands over 2, and she turned out wonderful. I didn't add in the words down here because I didn't like how my back stitching looked, so I just left it blank. But yeah, I finished into a pillow that I can throw I did the one where you can, where you just cut like a slit and then stuff it that way. Added a little button and some fabric to it. So yeah, I'll either put this on one of my doughballs, on one of my tables, or I'll just stick it on a shelf when I decorate for Halloween. I have all my fall decor up right now because it's my favorite time of year. So I do fall all of September. October I do Halloween. November I go back to fall, and then I decorate for Christmas in December. So I try to have the fall stuff up the longest because it's my favorite. So I love her. And then the last FFO I have is my Little House Needleworks Bessie. I did all the called for floss, and then I did it on a 40 count linen in Weeks Dye Works Angel Hair color. And this was my first project I did on 40 count, and I loved it. So here is Bessie all done. Yay! So I realized after I finished, fully finished it, hung it on the wall, took a picture, I didn't finish the tail. There's supposed to be like a little few stitches in through here, but I was not about to take it all apart and to stitch that. So how I finished it was I mounted the cross stitch on a piece of mat board, like matting, like the foam matting, and some batting. Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch had a great tutorial on how to attach your cross stitch to mat board, so I just followed her tutorial for that. I put on a little bit of black and white ribbon to cover all the pins up. I did some greenery and some berries and a brown button. This piece is from, we did a wall treatment where it looks like the farm rustic wood. It's just particle board with a sticker on it basically, but this snaps together. So I just kind of pieced down to do that. And then I put on one of those sawtooth hangers for pictures that you can get at your local hardware store or whatever. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I definitely took some of these ideas from Stitching with the Housewives. I went a little bit more frou-frou on this finish. I just thought she looked really cute with it, and she hangs up in my kitchen. So I'm really excited. I'm glad she's done and hanging, and I get to stare at her every single day. So those are my FFOs. I was so excited. And then, so let's get into my plans because it explains my whips. So a sweet subscriber a couple videos ago had mentioned a Facebook group I should go follow and check out, and it's called No New Start 2021. There's a couple questions you have to answer, and then you can go ahead and join the group. So basically the goal is to finish your whips from everything in 2021. No new starts, hence the name. There's some rules that you have to follow. I'll shorthand it really quickly, like super quick. Basically, you can take whatever whips you have into 2021, and that's all you get to stitch on. They do allow one new start for the year, if you choose to do that. And what classifies a whip for this group is 200 stitches on a piece, or 2 hours of your stitching time. And they have you take a picture before, so the cutoff date is December 13th. So before December 13th, you have to put an album together on the Facebook group. And basically you take a picture of where your whip is right now, and that's all you get to work on in 2021. So I'm super excited about it. I have quite a few projects that I would love to have done. I don't think anywhere in the rules it says you have to finish anything. I think you just can only work on the whips, I think. Yeah, I just joined like a few weeks back and have just kind of getting everything together to go ahead and get started with that. So basically what I'm doing, what I chose to do, is take all the charts from my stash, not all of them, but most of them, kit them all up, throw in 200 stitches on them at least before December 13th so that I can carry them over into 2021. So I am embracing all these starts and I'm totally okay with it. So it's gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be a lot, and I'm excited about it. So fingers crossed I can stick with it and that it'll work out for me and I can get some finishes next year. So I'm basically gonna have a lot of quick starts is what I'm gonna call them. So I'm pulling all I put all the projects I have into a bag, and I'm just pulling one out to get my 200 stitches on them. And then all my other like previous whips that I had before I decided to start this, I'll just pull those as I want, and I can put as many stitches on those because they all are ready to go. So yeah, my new whips coming up are always just going to have no rhyme or reason. They're going to look like nothing because I'm just trying to get 200 stitches in. So just to warn you. So the first one is Country Cottage Needleworks by our Bless Our Home. And I'm doing this pattern, but I am changing the colors on it just because I want it to look like my house. And so this is one of my quick starts, and this is on a 36 count even weave by Fortnite Fabric. I am doing the 2/2 on there. Yeah, so I love this. The fabric, the color is so pretty, and this is all I have left of it, and it was an auction win, so that's it. This is what I did the Witch's Brew on, and it's just such a pretty, pretty piece of fabric. Ugh. So that was one of my quick starts. The next one is Heart and Hand Patchwork Quilt, or Patchwork Sheep. And I will be doing the called for DMC. I don't have them all. I had to put in a big order to get enough floss for everything that I'll be starting. And I'm doing this on a 32 count linen and milk chocolate. So yeah, that's the top of the sheet. So I've decided that I've kind of assumed, looking at all my projects, I'll be doing a lot of center starts because a lot of my charts that I'll be working on have a lot of denser stitching in the center of the patterns. So it's going to be easy for me to throw in 200 stitches real quick to get them ready for next year. So that's where I got. This is the same fabric I'm using. I did doing my Mirabilia on. It's not my favorite, but the color I thought would look really good with the colors in this pattern. So another quick start was Bovinia by Plum Street Samplers. Excuse me. Chelsea over at Stitching with the Housewives had started this like a year or two ago, and I bought it. I just hadn't started it yet. So I think I'm doing all the called for overdyes. And it's on a auction weighted from Fortnite Fabrics and 32 count even weave, so there's no color for it. But I finished the cow, you guys. Look at that. Look at the eyes. I thought those were so cute. So this is a really nice, has like a yellowy tint to the fabric, which I thought would be pretty with the pink flowers. So she's really cute. I love Plum Street Samplers though, so. So now I'm going to show you guys my other whips that I have been working on for a while. They have like sale dates or just stuff that I felt like working on. So this one, give me a second. I love this pattern. I'm not happy with my stitching though. So what I'm talking about is my One Nation by Bygone Stitches. My original plan was to follow Janet Jabber because I want to be like her because she's amazing and beautiful. And she's doing 1 star, 1 state a week. I started off really good, and then I got to this row. See this row of white? I am so mad. Can you see my row of white? No, you can't. Hold on. Sorry about that. My kiddos came in the house. I guess my night's over. So I was talking about this. You can't see the white. You can see the stars because they're like densely, but the words. There's words, but you can't see them. This is on taupe. It's a 32 count that I coffee and tea dyed. My original plan was to do 1 strand over 2 to kind of give it that vintagey kind of look to it, but it's not working for my white. Totally bummed. So I've kind of put this in timeout because I don't know what I'm going to do. I like how the red and I like how the blue are looking. And I like how the white stars are looking, but I do not like how the states are looking in the white. So I'm either gonna rip everything out and do 2/2, or I pull the white and try a different kind of white color. I was hoping, like I did Georgia, and I was like, I don't know. And I just kind of kept going and going, and I'm like, I hate it. I just don't think it's going to work. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I did stitch on it some since the last time you saw it, but I'm not happy with it. So I put it in timeout. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm just so sad. I'm really, really sad about it because I don't want to have to rip it all out and start over, because I need to do 2 over 2. So hopefully I'm going to stitch up a little bit with like a bright white and see how it looks on that fabric with the red and blue, and see how that looks. And fingers crossed it looks okay with 1 strand, and then I only have to take out the white. Not that that would be the best thing, but it'd be better than pulling everything out. So we'll see. The next one I worked on, I didn't get like hardly anything on it. And it's the Owl Forest embroidery. There's 100 owls. It's a free chart. Every Friday in the US they release the new part of the chart. I'm behind. I only have part of part 1. So that's all I got. I pulled all the DMC that is called for, and this is on a 32 count Zweigart, and I think it's like Silvery Moon or something like that. It's really pretty, and I love seeing everybody's owls that they're stitching. I just kind of keep forgetting about it. I don't know why, because I love owls and I really want to stitch it, but I just kind of keep forgetting it. Oh well. The next one I worked on was hands-on design. Let's talk autumn. I love everything about it. And Kathy's doing, I think, all the seasons, so I can't wait. I decided to do the sulky conversion she posted on her Facebook group for this, and I'm using this 16 count Ada by Bestitch Me and Dirty Chalkboard. And this is my first Bestitch Me fabric that I stitched on, and I love it. So that's where I got. That mug is like the cutest thing ever. So I'm doing this 1 strand of sulky over the one on the Ada, and I really like the coverage that's going on there, and I love how the colors are really popping off of this Dirty Chalkboard color. So yeah, I just pulled that out the other day and worked on it, and I was so excited. So pretty. I can't wait to see what she does for the other seasons. Her charts are so fun to follow and have and stitch. I just can't wait. And then I pulled out And a Forest Grew by Rosewood Manor for my stitch along. All the freaking trees is one hashtag, and I think the other one's just And a Forest Grew sale or And a Forest Grew 2020, something like that. I'll leave all the links down below. Erin, Two Martini Stitcher, had started this for Arbor Day. So I finally pulled it out. I haven't been working on this one like at all. I don't know why, because I love it. And that's all I've gotten done. This is a 32 count Zweigart in their cream color. And I'm doing all the called for DMC, and it's 1 strand over 2. So I finished up this tree, and I added in this stuff over here. These little birds, these red birds here, there's like 5 or 6 different colors in that. That's why it takes so long, because every design has multiple colors in it that you have to change. But it's so pretty. I love it. I really hope I can stick with stitching it on the, at least the date. And I think it's like the 22nd, 23rd, something like that. And then the last thing I worked on is my Jesus one that I got. It's a kit from Hobby Lobby that I got forever ago, last year. And I got more stitches on him. And I'm just using whatever's in the kit. So I worked on this side of his face, got down into the nose. But yeah, he's got like a tip to the nose, and the nostrils are starting to show up now. This one's really fun. I have to stitch on this one when I have, when I'm able to concentrate quite a bit, just because the colors are so close together that I have to make sure I'm actually stitching the right color. And I have to mark off on my chart what I'm working on. But I really like it, and I really hope this gets done. It's my oldest whip. My goal is to have it done by the end of this year. So hopefully I can get it done, because it needs to be finished and off my list of whips. So that is all my stitching for these last couple weeks. I'm really excited for my progress. I wanted to show you guys some of my haul really quick, because I had some really exciting things come in that I had pre-ordered, and you guys need to see them. So the stuff that I had pre-ordered, it was through my local needle workshop, which is called Tomorrow's Heirlooms. Whew, that took me a second. And I had pre-ordered 2 two of Liz Matthews' new charts that she had come out. And the first one is Sleepy Hollow. I pulled all the DMC colors for this. And I'm going to be doing it on a Fortnite fabric in Panther Cap. And I think that'll look really pretty with that chart. And then I also got her Hocus Pocus chart, which is so really cute. And I want to finish it the exact same way that she has it. And my local knit workshop actually had this fabric that she used, which is Cloudburst by Legacy Linen. And it's this color. And it's a 37 count. And it's kind of like a barely grayish color. It's really pretty though. I like it. And it's pretty sturdy. And then I'm just going to do, I think 310. DMC 310 for it. It calls for a silk, but I'm just going to do the DMC for it. And then my first Bestitch Me Fabric of the Month came in. And I got 36 count linen. I wasn't sure which one I ordered, and I got it in the Not Another Sampler is the colorway. And I know everybody's seen it, but I really love it, and it's so thick. I like the thicker fabrics. They feel sturdier. I mean, I stitch and hoop, but the thicker ones just seem to, the tension stays better while I'm stitching on it. But I have a couple of Blackbird designs that I want to put on here for all my new starts. And then I had ordered this one like back in July. It ended up being back ordered. So it is Roveris. It says R12. I don't know if that's like the chart number. Is that how that works? I've never had a Roveris design before. But this one, it looks like it's from 2006 maybe? I'm not really sure. October 31st. I just thought it was really cute. And I bought Weeks Dye Works Sweet Potato. And then Weeks Dye Works Coal for it. So that came in. That was for my other local needle workshop, which is Inspired Needle out in Lamont, Illinois. I usually just have her shipped to me because she's about 45 minutes away. And I don't like driving. And then all my stuff for my next, my fairy that I'm going to do for Laura's birthday of Stitching by the Shore. She's doing a pumpkin birthday sale. And these are all the beads, the Krynic, and the DMC for it. So we'll see. We'll see how the Krynic situation goes. And I think that was it. My Just Cross Stitch October issue came in as well. That was cute. It was really cute. There's some really cute stuff in there. And that is all I got, you guys. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got some stitching time in while you were with me. And yeah. Oh, really quick. I started knitting. So I wanted to learn how to knit really bad because everybody's knitting and I needed to be a cool kid. And yeah, it's been one of my things I've been wanting to learn forever. And I was all gung-ho to learn back before everything shut down. There's a local yarn shop that I was going to take classes at, and of course it's all canceled right now. So Noah over at Noah Stitches had posted a picture of him learning to knit, and so I asked him for who he's learning to knit from, and he's doing Caroline over at Off the Grid Needle Arts. She has like a whole series of videos on how to teach you to knit, and it's fantastic. And I couldn't figure it out though for a while because I couldn't get my hands to work right. So I posted something on Facebook about how I just can't figure it out, and it's frustrating me and I don't know what to do. And my really good friend Vanessa over at Crafty Gemini, she's like, I have some knitting tutorials over on my site. And I was like, seriously? That girl, I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's how I've learned to learn. Like, I learned to quilt, I learned to sew clothes, everything. She has a YouTube tutorial for pretty much any craft you can think of. She's fantastic. So I went over and watched her how to knit videos. And so between Vanessa and Caroline, I was able to figure it out. So I kind of combined it how they both hold, because that was my issue. I couldn't get my hands to hold everything correctly and stitch at the same time. So I combined the two of those ladies' holding technique to figure it out. So I got it. I made a washcloth, which is Caroline's first project you do after you learn how to do the stitches. And then the next one is a hat. So I just got to go grab some yarn from Michael's I went to Hobby Lobby and I didn't like anything they had. So I'll check out Joann's and just grab it from there. She suggests you use a wool. So I was trying to find a wool color that I like. They didn't have any at Hobby Lobby. So I'll check Michael's or Joann's and then I will practice doing a hat. We'll see. I don't know. But it's fun. So I'm going to head out now. I hope everybody is able to enjoy the weather and each other and be kind. And until I see you guys next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay calm.